I feel like I haven't seen you. Well, you I haven't.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I've been good, man. I'm straight, you know.
You want to babysit?
I'm straight.
You want to babysit?
Would you trust me with your child?
Sure, why not? I absolutely would trust you.
Okay, so maybe I don't trust myself. Maybe that's what I should say. That it's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, I would trust you to watch her like long, extended period of time, like overnight. I wouldn't do you like that.
Well, see, babies, that's a whole nother story.
Because you be trying to watch.
See, I wouldn't watch a baby. Now, your son, I could do that because he's I could tell him, don't stick your fingers in the electrical socket.
Right.
Get that fork out of there.
Yeah.
Whereas a baby is like completely dependent upon me.
Absolutely.
And you got to read a lot of body language.
The cool thing is you put her down and she don't move nowhere. Oh, so those of you watching don't know, you missed last. The baby I've been talking about, I've had in January 22nd, 10 pounds, about 21 inches. She's ready for the NFL. So that's what we're talking about, and I'm going to have...
at some point she's going to look at this podcast and see you said she was ready for the NFL.
I think she's going to be like my son, where he don't care about none of the stuff I do. Like, they show him all the stuff I did on TV. He just kind of looks at it like, I want to watch Roblox now. Can I play Minecraft?
And he's like, call me when you meet Bob the Builder.
Yeah, pretty much. Call me when you meet Dora.
50 Cent, whoever that is.
Who's that?
Ghost, whoever that is. Bob the Builder, Dora the Explorer. You wake me up when you meet them.
You know what's interesting? The farthest my son has gotten into rap, and I'm trying to break him in, but the farthest he's gotten is Lil Nas X, Old Country Road. He still sings that song.
I love that you called it Old Country Road.
What is it called?
Old Town Road. Which I ain't gonna hold you. When you first said my son's got into Lil Nas X, I'm over here like, whoo. Yeah.
Just the one song.
Okay, you should say my son got into Old Town Road. He really
Old Town Road, yeah.
He really likes that song rather.
And then he started singing a little Dirk song, which, a little concerned about.
All my life? All my life isn't bad. It's got the children's choir. They said, he was trying to duck that Rico, because all his songs previously were about spin the block, shoot your eye.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, you got a children's choir?
Let's look into it.
It's funny you mentioned Old Town Road, which is catchy as shit.
Yeah.
Although I don't agree with your son listening to Lil Nas X. Like, keep him just on Old Town Road. Make sure he don't turn none of the rest of them corners.
Oh, yeah, no. He only gets the one track. He's not ready for all that other stuff. Like, I can't see him singing some of the songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro.
Which, speaking of, man, country music, black people doing country music is in right now because Beyonce dropped the country song. You heard it? You fuck with it?
I have, and it's cool. I don't necessarily listen to country music, but I do know that they're a very closed circle group of people. They only let certain artists in. So if you started somewhere else, you try to come there, they look at you sideways.
It's territorial. It's just like rap is, which first, let me say, the song's great.
You said it's territorial.
It is.
Rap is territorial?
Oh, yes, it's territorial. People,
we let anybody in. There's rapping Mexicans.
No. Yeah, you going far out from where I'm from, what I'm talking about.
All right.
I mean, what is T.I. versus Shorty Low? You from Atlanta?
Oh, okay.
Must be two sides. And it's like, dude, there are two sides. There's 6 sides. So that's what I'm saying. It's mad territorial. You can say you from a certain project and somebody will say, you ain't from my projects. And you go, first off, they're no one's projects. These belong to nature, okay?
It's a government-owned.
These are government-owned buildings.
When elevator breaks down, you get stuck in it.
Rap is mad territorial, but no, the Beyonce song is dope. That shit is
it is. It's pretty good.
Stuck in my head.
She's very talented, bro. Very talented.
We headed to that bar. We always thought was nice. That line is just stuck in my head. I'm always just like, I heard that shit like walking around probably 3 or 4 times, just casually.
It's catchy.
And then I'm like, next thing I know, I'm singing it. Next thing I know, I got it pulled up on my phone. Like, all right, hey, the song is dope, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
I love that shit. It's happy. It's fun.
I'll be the first to admit here, one of the first things I like about Beyonce was Lemonade. I never told you, I didn't want you to know, but I did like the Lemonade album because it was artistic, and these songs are just as creative as stuff on
The thing about her music to me always is I never have to look for it, meaning I don't have to play it. No. I'm going to go into the bar, it's going to be playing, random shorties is going to be playing it. Mm-hmm. Just everywhere, it's everywhere. So like I said, with this song, I never requested it. I never put it on my playlist. Mm-hmm. But as I was walking around, like I went in the store just randomly somewhere in the middle of Midtown and that shit was playing. Yeah. Then I went in the bar uptown, it was playing. And I'm like, man, that song is dope. That shit is so stuck in my head. But like we saying, people being territorial. Have you seen that the conservatives is like, hold up now, what part of Texas she from?
Yeah, I did see that.
I told you.
She's from Houston, for those of you that country
everybody
music
knows.
Is down. No. I mean, Texas is country music. Texas, Tennessee, that whole Bible Belt, it's all country music. So I never understood why.
It's interesting to me that she's just now kind of embracing those roots, because if you go to Texas, it's mad black people in like cowboy boots and
10-gallon hats.
It's ones who really embrace like, yo, I'm Southern. Mm-hmm. Like, to hell with what you talking about and tall white tees. I know Paul Wall and Mike Jones and them showed y'all tall white tees, but we also down here in country in cowboy boots with a big hat.
No, yeah, I got a cousin who's from Oklahoma, and he came up here to visit me a couple years ago, and we went out, and I'm thinking he's gonna have on his Jordans, leather jacket. My man came to the bar with fitted jeans, bright leather blue patent leather boots, cowboy boots.
He was dressed like Woody from Toy Story.
Just like Black Woody. He didn't have on a hat, but he definitely. And he was like, I'm looking at him like, yo, where are you going? He's like, no, man, I'm ready to go out. And I'm like, I love you, cuz, but boy, he was looking like he was ready for the rodeo.
She said on the song, it's a real live hold down. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun.
All the rest of us had on sneakers. He had on cowboy boots to go out to the club. I was like, this is different.
If I see some black people fucking square dancing at brunch, I'm a fucking loser. See Harlem just square dancing, just promenading and do-si-doing and grab your partner.
Is that a thing in Indianapolis? Do they do that? No, that's kind of like the Midwest.
In Georgia, I learned the square dance though.
Wow, I'm learning all kind of. You square dance? I can't even picture you dancing.
Promenade and do-si-do.
Let me find out.
But see, that's the thing. You got to have a partner. That's true. The first thing. The hip-hop community is divided.
No, nobody.
Lil Jon and yell, fuck the motherfuckers on the west. The east side the best. And the club already split in two. Then he yelled north side, south side. It splits in another two.
Yeah, fuck you.
Now, the girl you came with, you and her can't even dance because she on the north side. Yeah.
He don't want to hear from that side. He don't want to hear from that side.
It might be the exact energy the black community need, man. Like, grab your partner. Can't be alone.
You know, hip hop don't like to dance with each other. We like to two-step on our little.
I mean, people don't dance no more.
All they do is this.
Good Mob was like 20 years ahead.
Yeah.
That's the thing now too. Is all the women just dance with other women.
Yeah,
the second you walk up on them, they're like, oh no.
Well, they should pay more to get in the clubs. Honestly, like, hey, look, if you come as a couple, you get a discount. But if you come single, you got to pay more, men or women, because all they're gonna do is go in that club and circle up with their girls and dance,
twerking everywhere, and the girls grabbing their butts, smacking it, spanking it.
You want to know? Something
you come over, you too close. You be like, yo, I just was saying hi. This is okay.
I had a 3-girl limit. That when I would go to the club, I would ask 3 girls to dance, and if 3 of them turned me down, I wasn't asking nobody else.
You would leave the club?
No, I don't want to. I'm gonna say this anyway because I'm feeling the embarrassment about to tell you. But what I used to do was I would go and dance in a corner, like not in a corner by myself, but I would turn to the wall and I would act like I was dancing with somebody.
Oh no! What? That worked?
I mean, no, but like sometimes people are like, oh yeah, Kev, I saw you was in the corner getting it. And really it was just me whining on the wall, kind of like, so I'm dead serious. Like I would just kind of like dance with myself.
I'm concerned now. Because when you say this, I see the dude from the wood. Remember he was dancing with that bunny?
Yeah, kind of like
and
that.
His mom came in and was like, what the hell you doing?
Yeah,
He's like, oh, it's a dance Saturday night.
Yeah, I would just go to the wall and I would just pretend like I was dancing with someone, so it wouldn't look like I was dancing by myself. I had a lot of issues when I was like a freshman, but
yeah, I'm concerned.
I didn't want
right
people
now.
to see me by myself, so it looked like I was dancing.
I don't know though. Are you that dark? How dark is this corner?
It was a dark club. It was a dark club. They didn't have lights on. All the DJ had the lights, but at least it looked like I was getting it. And then the girls see, oh, he's dancing. I could dance with him. It did once 2 girls would come over. Oh, hey, you want to dance? I saw you dancing. I was like, yeah, I get a little wine, but
okay.
3 girl limit. 3 no's, I'm done.
3 no's.
You ain't about to take all of my confidence, ladies.
But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, just how the conservatives are just mad.
Yeah.
The country music is mad territorial.
Yeah,
they want to know what hood you repping. You Nashville, you Houston.
Yeah.
They're checking Beyonce's birth certificate. They're like, yo, you better really be from Texas.
Yeah, but
they're treating it like how Trump treated Obama. When he was like,
check
I want to see his birth certificate. Yeah. America first.
He's not from here.
The conservatives always want to know where you from.
But where you?
That's why you say really country people and hood black people, same person.
Well, before you touch that stage, boy, what neighborhood you from?
Same person. Where you from?
What's that country song that we were talking about more than a couple episodes ago about not in
Try that in a
small town.
Try that in my small town.
But what's interesting is this is not the first time country has kind of like put the wall up for anybody who's like an outsider. Same person we were just talking about, Lil Nas X, Old Town Road.
Yeah, they refused to.
Right. Initially,
the country category.
Initially, they did allow it in, and they were like, "No, this isn't a country song." He did a remix with Billy Ray Cyrus just to get a look, and they still were like, "Nah, I don't care if you put Achy Breaky Heart on there. We're not letting you in."
Music is fluid now, anyway.
I agree.
Mostly that it's like, all right, as long as you don't like getting to know classical. Although, if anybody could do it, it's probably Beyonce.
I agree.
Just sit down at a piano and roll up her sleeves like how they used to do on Looney Tunes. Dun, 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 dun.
You see her fingers just moving along.
Yeah.
I think it's sad. I leave her alone, let her in. She makes great music, great, beautiful voice, and she's from Texas. Like, how much more country does it get? I don't get it. I do like the song, though. It's tough for me. I do like it because I was expecting not to, but it's really good. And she dropped it during the Super Bowl, which crashed the Verizon website because I was there with my wife, and as soon as the commercial came on, she went straight to the website to try to find it. Site crashes.
Didn't Verizon phone just go out too?
T-Mobile.
Oh, that was T-Mobile.
Yeah.
I got T-Mobile. I was straight.
Oh yeah? Or was it AT&T? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was Verizon.
I don't know. No,
if you don't know how you corrected me.
My phone was good. I remember I was looking online about people saying, "Oh, my phone is out." I'm like, pretty sure it was T-Mobile or AT&T, one or two. But you know who else is out right now? Or from early this morning, Facebook and Instagram were down too. So it might all be connected. Might all be connected. I don't know.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram went down, and you go, remember, this is like how the world used to be. Why y'all panicking?
Yeah, for real. It's because people got money tied up in it. When Facebook was just you and me typing out.
I get why the Mark Zuckerberg is panicking, and I get why his shareholders are panicking.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you, regular person,
I don't give a shit.
Why are you panicking? Not you directly.
I don't know what Phil Hunt is doing. I can't see if he put his picture up.
I'm talking about the people that are going crazy. It's like anybody over, what are we over? Let's call it over 32. Yeah. It's like, this is what the world used to be.
People are more concerned with other people's lives than their own. So
we used to wake up and we didn't know what people were thinking, what people were, joking about.
You had to go out there and figure it out.
Who was being accused of what today.
Get it from the streets, yeah.
We used to just wake up and go outside. So, yeah, when you see people literally, which is funny, I was on the phone with somebody and they said, my Facebook isn't working. My Facebook isn't, I think someone hacked me. and I just laughed because I'm like, okay, and they got off the phone with me, and then like 5 minutes later, obviously I realized, oh, mine is down too, and it's like, oh, stupid, it crashed.
Yeah, what did we do before Facebook and Instagram? The only reason people really care, regular people, is because they're so interested in other people's lives. Well, what's Bieber doing now? I can't get an update. What's Kim Kardashian doing?
And thoughts, and you're just gonna get mad at whatever they think anyway. So it's like, like you said, why are you that interested?
You know what's still there?
Your life.
What's still there for you is regular TV. If you just put your phone down and pick up the remote, I promise you, as long as you pay your cable bill.
Well, there's no comment section, so there's really there's no controversy generated from. They can't input, they can't output.
Yeah, I can't like that episode of First Take and give my opinion on it.
I think it's that aspect of it.
I want to tell you how I feel.
It's like I see they all are going off about Wendy Williams, you know.
Oh yes, her documentary. I only watched part 1.
In some places, she seems like a scapegoat.
Yeah.
For our bad behavior. And when I say our, I don't mean me, because I had never watched her or supported her, because I thought, wow, that's some really gossipy, shitty things she be saying about people.
Well, that's how she made
And
her
because
career.
they're celebrities doesn't make it better that you're spreading rumors about people. But, you know, we talking about social media now. I thought about how really she got replaced by technology.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Shade Room is Wendy Williams now.
Yeah.
And it's powered by all those comments that are flipping around. So when people point at her and go, that's what she gets for celebrity gossip, you go, wait a minute, because didn't you leave 4 comments on the Shade Room post about Diddy?
Yeah.
Or about Meek Mill or about whoever the hell this week?
She got replaced by AI, unfortunately. But did you watch that?
I didn't watch. I watched engage in any form of Wendy.
I watched part 1. It was not good. It does not look like she's going to be coming back. Like, they were talking about a big comeback for her, and I'm just, from what I seen, bro.
Like I said, I think when you put that energy out into the universe for so long, it's like, I mean, you just being negative about people and gossiping. Like I said, I think you got to be careful what you put in the world. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily believe in karma, but
you think you reap what you sow. And
in some form, I do think it comes back to you. It may not be direct, but
I'm a firm believer in you reap what you sow. But she that was her whole thing, bro. She came from radio, went to satellite, and then went to television, which I think is a great ascent. But it's nobody else can really do that. There's one guy, I think, who's her natural successor, and it's Jason Lee. My wife loves Jason Lee.
Does she? Well, that's always kind of been my beef with it, is that any men kind of have to pay for their sins. Like when you think about, okay, Charlamagne obviously worked for Wendy Williams, right?
Yeah.
Remember when he got punched?
I do remember that.
So he got punched. People want DJ Academics. They want him beat up.
Yeah.
But, you know, in the physical, all these dudes, Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett, Will Smith slapped him.
A good point.
So that's what I'm saying. With Wendy Williams, she would just say these nasty things, and then it just kind of be like, eh. So I think women and gay men, people tolerate a lot of mean shit from them. Like everyone got mad at Kevin Samuels, but remember the gay guy on Top Model?
You watch Top Model? This is.
Oh, here you go.
I'm learning something about you.
I don't
every
watch
day.
anything. It's just the shit is on when you go places.
It's not an indictment. It was just
like what I said about the Beyonce song. Like, do you live under a rock? As you walk around,
I don't.
It's on.
It's not an indictment. It's just shocking to hear you say I watched Top Model.
No. I never said I watched Top Model.
All right, what did you say? It was on and you saw it.
I'm a comedian. We're also social critics. We're also, give me another word for comedian.
Humorists. Why not that?
You're aware of what's going on in the world. You're killing me. Humorist. That's a word for comedians who aren't funny.
Oh, jeez.
They like write Laffy Taffy jokes or whatever. My point was, before you... No, I don't fucking watch Top Model. You go over a girl's house, the year is 2000 and whatever, and she's sitting there watching Top Model.
You had to act like you were interested in what she's watching. I get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We see things through proxy.
Right.
You don't physically sit down and go, Top Model.
Oh, no, she did what?
Although it would make a lot of sense if we did, because it's beautiful women.
Yeah,
but it's just no. I can't have you letting the world think that I sat down and said it's 9 o'clock. I gotta. I went over some girl's house, and of course she's watching Top Model. Your mom, your aunt is watching Top Model. Anyhow, before you got me off track,
got you.
They would always get mad at when Kevin Samuels would rate or critique these women. Mm-hmm. There was a gay man on Top Model, and he was the meanest motherfucker on there. You'd be looking at the girl and be like, damn, Takara look good, boy. thick? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. You could slim down a little, and I hate those shoes. Those boots are horrible. And you go, y'all tolerate that from me? I don't even like women.
You're talking about Miss J. Listen now. Listen. Hey. I watched it the same way you did through proxy. It was on. I was outvoted. I wanted to watch the rest.
I don't know why you were like, oh, you sit down and watch
with you, man. I'm just plucking. I know you, Phil. I'm just plucking. I'm just plucking your strings, man. I know. I don't watch Top Model, but the women like it, so I'll watch it because the women, you know.
But yeah, I feel like she's a scapegoat, Wendy. That everybody obviously goes, that's what you get, and you go, hold on, because this shade room shit going on, and there ain't no face to it. You dig what I'm saying?
Social media.
It's just kind of the shade room's the worst thing going, but there's not a person to blame.
Yeah, there's not. If there was a person that they would have.
But it's powered by, like I said, the comments. So you go, that energy still exists. So don't act like she's the last one.
No, there's more coming behind her. They're trying to figure out how to get over and get to the next level. Like Jason Lee is probably going to once Wendy's.
Ugh, yuck.
Seriously, like he does the same thing she does.
Yeah, yuck.
And he's way sassy.
I can't get with it. That's like the Meek Mill thing that happened this week.
Oh my God.
That just
woke
up.
What happened to people just ignoring like things people say? Everybody's got to address it, or like, I got to address this. Like, it reminds me of...
Well, yeah, that's where Meek fucked up at. That it's like, dude, they named Usher. They named like 2 other people in these pages, and neither of them had a response.
Yeah, it's just like...
So for those of you listening, in case you live under a rock.
It's my favorite segment.
It's not even a segment. It's just a way of segueing.
Wake up.
Kill me. But there was a guy who goes by the name Lil Rod, which if you trust anything a man named Lil Rod says, or Big Rod for that matter, we're not being sizes here at I Don't Know Though. Lil Rod, Big Rod, all the rods.
Slim Rod.
If you trust any of those people, then you're crazy. But anyway, he came out with like a 10-page report. And of course, people read it because it's salacious. Well, it's a lawsuit, but it's not even. It's not even anything a court. Oh, a 73-page complaint. And kind of name drop Meek Mill and Usher alongside Diddy. And like I said, just a bunch of salacious rumors. And there was this and that. And there was underage girls and blah, blibbity, blah, blah. I never would name Meek Mill, but, the Philly rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. The Dream Chaser. And it's like, just say his name.
Yeah,
what do you...
much say his name.
What do you... But you can countersue once they say your name. So that's why he had to say, the Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, who's the Dream Chaser.
Oh, God.
Like all this stuff of like, dude, it's not anonymous.
Anybody who read all 70 pages.
People did, because people are salacious and people like rumors, as we just said. It's like, don't blame it on Wendy. Y'all entertaining this nonsense.
Yeah, they like to hear
Which, like I said, listen. I'm never surprised by what people entertain, but I am surprised that Meek Mill himself couldn't ignore it.
He couldn't. He felt like, it's kind of like when we were talking about what Mike Epps said about Shannon Sharp. So I guess he felt like, all right, if I don't say something, people are going to think that I agree with this. And it's just like, bro, you don't even know who that Little Rod is. What do you care what he thinks or what he says?
Yeah.
You up in your mansion, go make your money. Like, I wouldn't even respond. It's like people feel the need to sit down and have a press conference and address, hey, I know you guys have been reading these rumors about me being gay, but let me tell you something, okay?
Oh, and I mean, he's very bad at, which I thought we all learned in middle school of like, whatever someone says, just get into your red man mode. I'll be that, yeah. Because that'll make them stop saying it. When you try to, you remember like back in the day in school when people would kind of be like, hey, Phil, have you told your parents you're gay yet? And you would, no. And they'd be like, well, when you gonna tell them? Yeah. And then you go, oh, shit, I said that. And then you're like, well, I'm not. So actually, and it's like, yeah, you're making an emotional reaction.
Yeah, to something.
So I would think if anything, he takes himself too seriously. That's like, bro, just laugh at this. You should just laugh. It's a joke. Like, literally, you know who you are. Be secure enough in your manhood.
That's the thing of it. You know who you are. So what is it?
I think what he probably got in his feelings about is he was around Diddy a lot. So there's pictures of him and Diddy wearing matching shirts, and you do go, bruh. I personally have told a woman that asked me, like, can we dress alike? Fuck no.
Why not?
Because we're not in fucking high school. Corny. That's one. And two, we're not in fucking high school. What are we, going to Six Flags?
No, hold on. Yeah. I mean,
fuck no.
I went to Six Flags with my wife. We wore the same shirt. We went on vacation.
When y'all were young?
Last year.
Let me find out you be out here simping, bro.
We wore the same shirt.
I don't know. It's just goofy to me.
On vacation. All right, I'll give you this. Anniversary, vacation. Birthday.
It's like we're holding hands. People know we're together.
Right. And it's okay.
We don't need to be dressed alike. What, is one of us going to get lost and go, I found the other one wearing a red jogger suit. You must be with that lady over there. Like, hilarious. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. They also had twin day in high school, but this ain't twin day.
Right. And that's, boom. That's why when she asked me, I'm like, are you crazy?
It's cool once in a while. I wouldn't dress like, I don't like my wife's sensitive style.
Well, anyway.
Wouldn't dress like it, but.
Allegedly.
Meek
allowed Diddy to take him shopping, and they wore the same shirt. So I think all of that, and there's also a video of Diddy referring to him as daddy. Hey, daddy, what you got going on, daddy? And he's in the pool. So I think more than anything, his felt so real, he thought he had to respond to it. But like we're saying, anytime you respond to a gay rumor and lean into it, like, guys, I'm not. So let's read Meek's tweet, by the way, which
I just want to remind y'all that
funniest things ever.
Diddy is from Harlem, so they talk different than people in Brooklyn. So somebody in Harlem might say daddy a lot. Just as Harlem speak, but
not while you're in the pool shirtless. Anyway. So let's read the Meek Mill tweet verbatim here.
What was his statement?
When I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. LOL. Ask some of your favorites. ... Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy, do it for me.
What?
I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. LOL. You know he sounds like, you ever watched The 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I have.
Where my man was trying to act like he had got some, like he had sex before.
Just felt like two heavy sandbags filled with sand.
Dirty, nasty sex. And then after a while, my man said, yo, are you gay?
Have you ever felt
one of the funniest movies?
No, I remember he said, yo, you ever felt a titty before?
Romany Malco doesn't get the credit he deserves.
He killed that movie, but
oh man.
Hey man, have you ever felt a breast? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, let's read a couple of the other tweets because they are funny. Y'all see these rappers with gay styles. They want that look. Leave that to them. I come from that gangster shit, surviving in the jungle. There was one about Philadelphia, and it was so funny because I was like, it reminded me of when Cuomo got caught harassing those girls, and he went, I'm just Italian. Because it's like, bro, what does your nationality
have to do
or
with
the city you from got to do with anything? Which, by the way, the city he's from ain't helping either.
Nope.
When you're from the city of brotherly love and the man you're alleged to be with in the lawsuit refers to himself as brother love.
Brother love, daddy.
So you're from the city of brotherly love, and this man refers to himself as brother love.
The evidence is piling up. It's not looking good, Meek.
But yeah, Meek, never try to explain your way out of
over-explain.
You just sounded like Steve Carell on the 40. That's my concern is, so we talked about last week how all the comedians from the 90s were calling Shannon Sharpe gay.
Yeah.
And even now there's this clip of him getting out of this Jeep. And he's got this sweatsuit. And it's tight. Which I don't think his clothes be tight so much as people don't realize, like, he's still ripped.
Oh my God.
Football.
Maybe it was how he was standing and how he had
that's what I was going to speak to.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the man purse doesn't help the allegations, which, by the way, look at my fingers. Allegations with a G-A-Y in the middle.
Oh, boy.
That's what's interesting, though. Like, so Shannon Sharpe, he had his hips replaced.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he stands like that. So it's always funny to me who they will call gay and who they won't, because you go, okay, so Meek Mill, There's not really any true evidence of this or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Shannon Sharp, who again, there's not really any true evidence, which by the way, he has a daughter. Not saying that this stops you, but just, the guy has at least once.
He's got women.
Procreated with a woman.
He's got women in his life.
So my point is, did you see the rapper Freddie Gibbs?
Yeah, I know Freddie Gibbs, yeah.
Did you see why they were referring to him as Spready Gibbs?
No, what?
Uh-oh. You didn't see this?
No, I didn't know that.
First off, I'm glad you didn't see it. But
I've heard some of his
off,
music. I'm a big fan of his music.
Anyway,
Spready Gibbs?
Well, he's from Indiana, so we got to take this L. Naptown, well, Gary, Indiana, got to take this L. Michael Jackson and all that.
Uh-oh.
So Spready Gibbs, he's referred to as jokingly because he I don't know how to say this.
Dude, just say it, man.
There's a picture of him spreading the cheeks.
What do you mean?
Spreading the cheeks.
No. The other side?
The others, yeah.
Was it an ad for a proctology exam?
Don't ask me. Allegedly, he dated a porn star girl, and she kind of just on Valentine's Day was like, which is funny. She kind of built up to it because like 3 months ago, she kind of put it out there of like, whatever. You knew I did porn when you met me. And by the way, I still got that picture of you spreading them cheeks. So the internet kind of started going, ha, Spready Gibbs.
Jesus Christ.
So then on Valentine's Day, she just went ahead and went, there it is. And I mean, listen, you scroll on Twitter and every now and then something just, all I saw was like his bald head.
Oh, God. Come on.
And his arms reaching behind him.
It doesn't matter how tight.
And I just went ahead and threw it to the top. Like, soof. I threw that shit off my screen so quickly.
It doesn't matter
But my point being.
How tight I close my eyes.
Y'all are going out of y'all way to call him or to call Meek Mill gay. Y'all kind of go out of y'all way to make fun of Shannon Sharp, which calling yourself Shay Shay doesn't help.
I don't know what that
Let's call it Club Shannon or whatever the hell. That's who we've known for 20-something years.
Hitting hard.
Badass tight end.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hall of Fame.
But the man spreading his butt cheeks.
That's a lot.
Wide open.
Why do people do stuff like that?
It's like, hey man, Diddy has the internet. Brother Love can see this. You are invited to the next party.
Oh, God.
Spready Gibbs. So yeah, it's weird. It's like that guy literally is showing his butthole. He's advertising, or we'll call it advertising.
Hilarious.
On the internet. And no one's like, hey, you might be LGBT.
You know, I don't even think people should take pictures like that because it always comes back. It always does. No matter how many years it is. I saw Eve had a porn. Nicki Minaj had something out there. Cardi
Well,
B.
again, girls.
I get it, but I'm just saying generally speaking.
But that's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, why would you even take
Why would you take that?
Who took this picture? Probably Diddy.
Thought it was... Wait. I don't want to get too technical here, but somebody took the picture of him. He had both of his hands.
Listen, we're both assuming.
Okay.
There's no way in hell.
Perhaps he put it on a self-timer.
There's no way in hell.
It's like another bad...
I don't even know.
I got you, Freddie. This angle?
That's
all right, cool.
all too much, brother.
Just tap
all too much.
I just want to look... I'm trying to find specifics. Like, how do you take these pictures?
Right. My concern is not how the picture was. My concern is that there is a picture out there.
That's crazy.
Then also my concern is, like I'm saying, how's a man literally spreading his butt cheeks and no one's like hitting him with the allegations? But they see Meek getting called daddy in the pool. We got to hit you with them allegations.
He's wearing the same shirt.
We see Shannon Sharp.
Get out the car.
Sitting with the tight sweatsuit, standing with them little legs, bow-legged. They like, look at him. Y'all know what he into.
Hey, he did look like he was pouting though when he came up the car.
Well, like I said.
Well, we about to go up inside of here real quick.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
His hips are broken.
I know.
From playing football, man.
Internet stuff.
A lot of them walk like Neanderthals. And then that's the thing with the comedians. because even Shannon recently said, like, find another joke. You're all doing the same joke.
They are.
Listen, he talked like he got peanut butter under the tongue. Skip. There's so many jokes you could do that when I see that one, I'm just like,
come on, Phil. Come on, Phil.
What
we talking about here, Phil?
You know what?
What we talking about?
The people on the internet don't make me laugh so much as because it's like, well, they're amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see professionals, someone who I think is as funny as Mike Epps making that joke, it's like, come on, Mike. Let's do some. Come on, Skip. Let's do some. He's got that square face. He kind of looks like a horse. The Bronco. He looks like a Bronco.
What are we saying here, though, Phil? What are we trying to say?
And also kind of looks like what is my man name on fucking Captain Planet? How he's got that squared head, the Duke Nukem guy.
Duke Nukem. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's so many jokes you can make that I'm just like, yo, come on, man, y'all
dig deeper.
Why y'all? Don't say dig deeper. Hey. The way things been going. Hey, yo, pause.
Somebody's looking for a picture of me spreading.
We've been in Harlem a little too long.
It's not out there.
Spready Gibbs is perfect. Like that. The internet dubbing him as that. That's two of the funniest things the internet has done. One is calling him Spready Gibbs. Two is they refer to this 73-page lawsuit that this guy tried to file as the Freako.
Oh, God.
You get it?
Yeah.
Like the Rico.
Not the Rico, the Freako. Right.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Which, by the way, 73 pages. That's the thing. When celebrities are being mentioned, people can pay attention. People got a long attention span.
Yeah, they have long memories. They don't forget. So that picture, I hope that, for Freddie Gibbs' sake, I hope that picture goes away. Jesus Christ.
That girl put it right there front and center.
Someone's going to make a diss track about him, and that's going to be the album artwork, and they're just going to put
kind of shit you lock in a safe
yeah.
with a code. And
seriously.
It never gets out. Which, speaking of long-ass series, the 73-page, that Freako lawsuit, that 73 pages, which, like I said, I think when celebrities are involved, people all of a sudden can pay attention. But what do people tell you about your stand-up clips? Oh, man, just keep it to like 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And they just read 73 pages of salacious bullshit.
More than 10 seconds of joke, please.
Oh, come on, man.
Gotta have the
tighten
captions.
This up.
Gotta have the captions on it.
So speaking of long attention spans, did you hear about the Reesa Teesa chick?
Yeah.
And her, for those of you listening, she had a long TikTok series called Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
Her videos have been popping up on my feed a lot, and I don't really know who she was, but I watched the videos. It's basically a lot of her complaining about her ex and how he gaslit her, he lied to her. He was a villain as bad as Skeletor, apparently.
So Reesa Teesa, which the name, I like it's almost alliteration, Reesa Teesa.
Reesa Teesa.
Released a series of 50 episodes, aptly entitled "Who the Fuck Did I Marry?" Which basically, I'll give y'all the synopsis. She met a lying-ass man, which should be pretty typical.
Sound
right?
like a Kelly Price song.
Yeah, she met a lion. Sounds like a Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah. It's a plot.
I'm looking at all the girls tweeting about Mia Culpa
Mm-hmm.
and Reesa Teesa at once, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be the star of Mia Culpa, the latest Tyler Perry flick.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Just 52 videos on TikTok, which I said,
complaining.
I said, ladies, if y'all can watch 50 episodes of Reesa Teesa on TikTok, but y'all can't watch one WNBA game?
Hilarious.
Like, what's really going on?
People like to hear pain. They like to hear about people drama because they can relate to it and talk.
Well, yeah,
about
I think men prefer competition.
Yeah.
We want to know who won, who lost.
Yeah, that's why boxing is so popular.
How many points they scored. These are factual.
Yeah, you can count that. You can count that, yeah.
Women more so want to know, how did it make you feel?
Yeah.
What happened then and who's dating who?
They like the juice. They like Love is Blind. They like the drama. Like the tea.
They keep this stuff going. Y'all can't say y'all want Wendy Williams gone and that's karma, and then also go watch Reesa Teesa.
So she's got 50 clips about her ex on there, talking about how he lied, he cheated, he stole from her, and he's actually come out with the statement saying he didn't do none of that shit.
Well,
That was his,
a liar gonna lie.
that's basically his statement. It wasn't anything more. Hey, man, hey, what she said, what?
But see,
Hey,
he's
none of that
actually
shit.
fucking up because the bags are being handed out.
Yeah, the receipts are.
She was on Good Morning America, so
Yeah.
he might as well say, actually, I did do some of that shit. And go ahead and try to get on Good Morning America,
Let
too.
me tell you the whole story. If I did do it, here's how I did it. And,
You might not get on Good Morning America. You might could come on Shay Shay, though.
bro, she did the whole news cycle, Phil. She did the
That's
whole
what I'm
news
saying.
cycle, bro.
That's why I hit you and was like, yo, we got to talk about this shit.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, looking at it, or I was listening to the radio and like, oh, I'm driving, I'm listening to the radio and they're like, oh, something. Shouts out to Reesa Teesa. She's on Good Morning America.
That's insane.
And I'm like, Good Morning America?
Yeah, America, this is...
And that's what I realized. Like, I feel like women will blow up all the wrong people, you know? Like, I was talking to this girl about she's wearing Jordans. And I'm like, why you not wearing a woman's shoe? Every year, what do? When WNBA is happening. Can you believe the highest paid player in the WNBA only makes $300K? LeBron James makes $40 million a year.
So look at your feet. That's the answer.
And you go, look at your feet.
Look whose jersey you wearing.
You're buying your sons LeBrons. You're buying your daughters Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't invest. Y'all invest in Reesa Teesa.
Yeah, they have well invested in Reesa Teesa, who...
Which actually, that would be my point.
I don't know who she was till this week.
Stuff is free.
I don't know who she was.
You go, how's this generating money? And I particularly get interested as an artist because you go, whenever you go have a meeting or pitch a show, well, what proof do you have?
Here, check my TikTok.
Well, we're nervous. You don't have any resume. You never been on TV before. You go, neither has Reesa Teesa.
None. And she's getting to the bag. What did you send me when I was on my way here? What?
Oh, that she got signed by CAA.
Can you say that a little louder for the people in the back?
Signed by CAA.
CAA, one of the top talent agencies in the world. WME, UA, which is United Artists, or UTA, excuse me, and CAA. And now she is signed with CAA.
I can't get a meeting.
Not one.
But
they won't even look at my page.
Piece of people.
Talking about her husband and how long were they married? Do you remember?
I didn't watch any of it. I just kind of watched the response to it and formed an opinion. But like I'm saying, you go, is being lied to a new talent? Because like, was it Charlamagne that was saying on Breakfast Club about you big back women always believe in a man?
Yeah, no, well, he got himself in trouble because Jess...
He didn't really get in trouble.
Oh, no, fake trouble.
Some
but
comment.
Jess Hilarious didn't tell him what she looked like, and she told her about the story about her. He said, that sounds like big back behavior. That sounds like a big back behavior. And she was like, yeah, she is big back. And then she went on TV, on Tamron Hall's show, and was like, you know, there's a certain personality who... and her voice wasn't this deep. This is just my... It's just my impersonation. You know, he was
the big back voice.
That's my big back. He was a certain personality, a big radio personality who called me big back, and that really hurt. And I'm like, big back?
He called him the Big Back Brigade, which I can't say ain't funny.
That is funny.
Any type of alliteration makes me laugh.
I've been
BBB. Like they gonna get sued by LeVar Ball.
Yeah, sure will.
That's Big Baller Brand.
Hey, I trademarked that. You better put my name on it. That's my boy.
But yeah, so the Reesa Teesa, and I'll bring these things up as a comedian, and then people will go, well, why does it matter? Why do you care? So literally, I joked about Reesa Teesa, and someone commented, who in the hell is that? Now, the funny thing is that this person works for CAA. So... there you go. Like full circle almost.
Well, let me ask you this, Phil. What are they going to do with her? Like,
well, as I'm reading the press release.
A book deal? Like,
I mean, pretty much the same thing that they, do with the rest of these people. Remember the girl who glued her head?
She also...
Gorilla Glue got, signed by an agency. They can stick them in ads, and people will feel like, there go the girl who glued her hair, and it'll last for, what they call it, 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
And that's what I think has happened. It's not 15 minutes anymore. You really got to be doing something great work to get your 15 minutes. Now I feel like because of social media, there's 2 minutes of fame.
Yeah,
and everyone kind of
because everyone's getting their time on this platform. That's the problem.
I mean, Pizza Rat got about 1 minute of fame.
They made a shirt. There was a shirt they were selling about Pizza Rat. Pizza Rat had merch.
See,
I'm just trying to figure.
Who else can we name? Remember Welvin the Great?
Welvin had 50 Tyson.
And I couldn't believe with Welvin that they were like acting like he was funny. They act like he was a comedian.
Got him.
And you go, I think he's special ed. When did y'all start laughing at special ed people?
Yeah, I saw some clip of Welvin getting gangster on somebody. Somebody asked for a picture and he said, "Don't come up."
Well, they had him doing walkthroughs and shit. You know, them people got to be in bed by 8. Man, they moody. And they got to have a person watching them. What they call them, assistant? Yeah, man, you can't have them doing clubs. They had fucking...
Because after his bedtime...
they had Lil Terrio hosting parties.
He didn't get his warm milk before bed, so he was upset.
You not hear me. They had Lil Terrio hosting parties.
Oh, I like to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
No.
He was
That was LaMilton Tayshawn or whatever. Well, that was what they called him on Boondocks. I forget his real name, but it's something just that ghetto. Almost as ghetto as Reesa Teesa.
Remind me, what a Little Terrio, what was his thing?
Ooh, kill him. Remember?
Ooh, get him. Ooh.
He was fat and doing his little dance with off.
Yeah.
But he's got his life together. Somebody posted him the other day. He's like in the gym and stuff. But
he working out, yeah.
But my point being, they had him hosting parties and you go... I feel like as a comedian, we're being replaced by a bunch of disposable entities.
Yeah.
And that's why I find it so funny when comedians comment, well, who the hell is Reesa Teesa? You go, somebody who just got a deal and you don't have one, got with an agency.
You better file a blueprint because she's about to cash out. I bet you she's going to come out with a line of books. How not to get tricked by your man, or maybe they'll give her
like
her
I
own
said, I'm going
TV show or something.
Son, you got lied to. So basically you being gullible leads to book deals.
Well, Phil, it's being lied to is a popular thing, and it's how people blow up on shows. All them talk shows about husbands lying to their wives, and the most popular talk show, Catfish. Everybody's fascinated. How could you let someone fool you into thinking that they were...
Well, let's be real. Women are into these shows because I've never watched any of this. Because ultimately, you hear the story and go, sound like dude lying. Maybe we just have a greater bullshit detector.
Nah.
Because like Jussie Smollett, when he dropped that lie...
okay, that was early.
Kind of like,
so wait.
Which I love Dave Chappelle. Everyone knew this motherfucker was clearly lying.
we all heard the story. We're like,
clearly lying.
They showed us the rope. They tied him up with them. It was like,
Kept the rope. And then the next night he's on stage. I'm gay, Tupac. You're like, you're a little too, you're the happiest victim I've ever seen. Which that was my thing with the Brick Girl too. Of like, I've been hit with a blunt object before. And when I did, I was in deep thought, contemplating. I was silent for like a week.
You thought about things in your life, like what did I go wrong in my life that someone bust me upside
the head?
You're not
that happy. Like, hey, y'all, they done hit me with a brick.
And these guys, they ain't do nothing.
She almost made as many videos as Reesa Teesa.
I'm just amazed people find the time when something bad is happening to them. They find the time to pull out their phone.
People like drama and stuff. And like we're saying, 50 episodes of Reesa Teesa. But then if I write a pilot and take it, that's too long. You got to edit that down.
Gotta chop that down. Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of tight. This week, people been talking about the Vince Staples show a lot. Have you watched any of this?
It's on the Vince Staples show is on my to-do list, but it looks funny as hell. He's funny, but you're
see.
Let me expand on that.
Yeah, clean it up.
He's a funny actor. He's not a comedian.
Not an actor.
Yes, he is.
What has he been in?
He was on many episodes of Abbott Elementary. He did some other stuff on the Stars Network.
They stuck him in some shit. But see, this is my.
But he's adapting. Is he not adapting?
You can say that, but my issue is this: as comedians, they're gonna say, "What acting experience do you have?" But with rappers, you go, "You just gave him a show." And somebody, hold on, someone brought this up to me. They go, oh, well, Will Smith got a show. You go, you mean the guy who won the first rap fucking Grammy ever got a show? I'm not surprised by that. And when we were younger, Ice Cube, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J,
right?
You had to be fucking great. Multi-platinum artist. Hold on. Name me a Vince Staples song.
There's some classics.
You had to succeed in one field. Name me a Vince Staples song.
I cannot, but he is a good rapper.
You just said to a camera,
there are
he has some classics. No, he doesn't.
Hold on. I'm not a Vince Staples fan,
Drake
though.
got classics. Kendrick Lamar got classics.
There was somebody else here, and they're a big fan of Vince Staples. They can name songs. I cannot name.
No one's a big... See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But
I am lightweight hating, but my point.
No, but you got a point.
Don't act like I don't have points.
You got a point, but
because you just called him funny, and I go when I go into CAA office, they're gonna say, "What social proof do you have that you're funny?"
Here's what
I got X amount of views. Listen, stand up.
Here's what you're forgetting, though. You are right about all those things. He is not an actor. He is a rapper. Why are they doing this? Because people are interested in him.
They're not, though. But you're creating entities, and this is my problem. When we go in that office, it's gonna be, are people interested in you? Prove it. What social proof do you have people are interested in you being funny? See what I'm saying? And then they're gonna take your funny and say, well, is it funny enough? You just called him funny.
I said he's a funny actor.
No.
Comedic actor.
We gonna rewind the tape.
I cleaned it up.
You called him. It don't matter that you cleaned it up.
That's what I meant. I said he's a funny actor, like Anthony Anderson.
No, he's not. Oh my God.
He's funny like
Anthony Anderson.
A comedic actor.
I'm sorry for the.
You're gonna break your phone again.
Listen,
comedic actor.
You just said like Anthony Anderson. Don't fucking do that. And you're an actor.
He's a comedic actor.
Stop.
There's levels.
I gotta quit this. Let me finish what I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and put this whole argument down. One is, like I'm saying, they're gonna ask you what proof you have. Let's deal with the fact that you called him funny, and that's the problem. He's doing interviews, and the first thing he'll say is, I never tell a joke in this show. And I'm raising my hand and I'm going, you said that like you are known for being funny. Mostly, he's rude or he's awkward, and people start laughing. You know, and it's like, you never tell a joke? Well, give me a show and let me never tell a joke.
But he's acting. It's acting.
Stop. Because you're acting like he's Denzel Washington.
Not at all. I didn't say that.
Even with the people that are watching the show, the people will be like, oh, you know what I love? How he doesn't react to anything. And you go, as a comedian, they're gonna make you take an acting class.
So they put him.
Are you reacting to things?
They put him in situations that match his energy. So that's why it looks like, for those of you watching, they're not putting him in like crazy dramatic roles. That's something he can't handle. But
he's got a whole TV show.
This is an energy that he's able
sitting
to
in the middle of a bank
with.
robbery.
Yeah.
So that is a dramatic scene. That's my point.
No, it's a comedy.
My
Stop
point.
it.
My point is
comedy.
My point is they're lowering the bar, and that the bar is low for everyone else. But as comedians, we get held to
a higher
standard. With me as a black male comedian, they've told me, oh, well, I think that's offensive. Should you be talking about that? This dude goes out there, calls everybody bitches and hoes on the mic, and you give him a fucking TV show.
I will agree.
But you're going to say my joke is offensive when I'm showing you the audience just laughed at what I said. You as an executive
they are
going to sit in the office and say, oh, and then like I said, I don't tell no jokes. But when you show up with your script, they're going to say, yeah, it's funny, but is it funny enough? And the whole thing people will say about this show is it's just awkward. It's just like Atlanta. It's a copy of Atlanta.
I feel like...
And he says, I talk to Donald Glover every day. And it's like, we can tell because this feels like you in Atlanta.
I feel like if Phil was ever like a film or TV exec and somebody like Vince Staples comes in, Phil would grab his hot cup of coffee, throw it in his face, get the script out of here.
He didn't come, and I mean, I think that's the whole problem I'm trying to describe. He didn't come to them. They came to him.
Yeah,
and you go, hold on.
Yeah, that's the industry,
And
bro.
and this is what I was trying to explain to somebody. Well, we've had Quan on an episode previous, Quan Wiggins. Shouts out to dope New York City comedian Quan Wiggins.
Yeah.
Me and him was having this conversation, and he kept saying, well, Will Smith. And I said, well, the problem with that is, or the reason I'll accept that is because you also had Martin, and you also had the Wayans brothers and the Jamie Foxx show. So Will Smith having a TV show didn't really take from comedians. In fact, what's my man? Alex Thomas was on that show a lot as a comedian. Yeah. And I think even Jamie Foxx appeared on that show and lots of people. But my point being, when you give just a rapper a show and bill it as funny, they're infringing on our space, on our territory. And then you lower the standard because, like I said, I love that he isn't telling jokes. But when a comedian has a show, that ain't funny enough. Wait, what?
I definitely agree that they're lowering the bar for talent because they're giving out shows to pretty much anybody. Just
Reesa Teesa will have a show soon.
Yeah, she'll have a show soon on Netflix.
And she'll just be walking around and people go, you know what I love about it? It's funny because she's not trying to be funny.
I think they're going to take all her stories and make them into a dramatic episode. Like she's going to be, I remember March 4th, 2013. And then the actors reenacting all the stuff that happens in her TikToks.
Maybe that's why I feel the way I feel about it. Like I said, I don't feel like the young black comedian is getting, and the male one is getting any attention. The Black Lady sketch show and all that stuff. But with us, like I said, it used to be, there's the Martin show, the Jamie Foxx show, now you go, Vince Staples, that's what y'all watching, and that's comedy to y'all? And it's cute that he's not trying. You know what I like? He's not reacting. Well, you mean that he's not acting?
Well, let me attack it from this perspective. What you say is true, right? He's not funny, he's all these things, but he's employing some of those same comedians that aren't in front of the camera. Hold on, they're writing the show for him because he can't. I'm just
because you're saying we don't know names.
Look, I'd have to go look him up. But what I'm saying to you is he's not writing the show. Those are comedians.
And listen, let me say this.
But you know what I'm saying?
I'm not just hating on the black man. I'm hating on the rapper.
Yeah.
So Lil Dicky too. That show Dave, and I got some comedian buddies who write for him, and that's the insulting thing.
But they're giving that job.
Your thing ain't funny enough.
Well, why don't you help us write this show?
You write a joke, and it's like you gotta hand it to somebody who ain't funny. The joke just died.
Well, they're giving them jobs and working. But I mean, I don't disagree with you. I do agree that they are lowering the bar. But I also
want to talk about. We got. But I also
advice. I got you. But I got you. Let me finish my thought. But I also feel like he he's
talk about this all day.
No, he's interesting. So that's why. He's interesting.
Is he interesting? Or y'all just
somebody finds him interesting?
Y'all just keep saying he is to where people feel like he is.
He has a gap.
Like I'm saying. I'm not hating on it, but like I said, I feel like you used to have to be great at something to move into another area.
The bar is definitely lower.
Like I said, Will Smith, first rap Grammy. Ice Cube, multi-platinum rapper. Queen Latifah, platinum.
Bro.
You go Vince Staples, platinum. Is he even gold?
Pretty soon they're gonna stop doing the NBA G League and just give people jobs based off your YouTube highlights and clips. So look, this guy's got 1 million views on this.
I got a problem with that. Mac McClung being in the dunk contest.
I had a problem with that.
And winning during February. You go, who's this white guy? What NBA team he on?
How come he gets to it? I mean, he did have some nice dunks.
He did it 2 years in a row, but he ain't in the NBA.
He's not an NBA. I have a problem with that.
I have a problem with
that. He's not on an NBA team.
Kevin Durant was one of the few people that spoke up. Shouts out to him. Me and him both lightweight haters, but we real and we honest.
He's not wrong.
That guy's not in the NBA. Why y'all let a white guy be in the dunk contest?
He was the only one in the dunk contest with a G League jersey.
Would y'all let a black guy in the dunk contest that wasn't in the NBA?
No,
I got some cousins.
Derek, what's his face, Jr.
I got some cousins.
Got signed to the Heat when he won the dunk contest. So he came from the G League, but
no, he didn't. He was in the league.
That's what I just said.
Dude was never in the league. They put him in the league to let him do the dunk contest. No, Derrick Jones was an NBA player.
You didn't hear what I said.
Let's not do that.
What I said was Derrick.
We know people get assigned.
No.
My point is.
No, you didn't. You misunderstood what I said. You didn't hear what I said.
Okay.
What I said was Derrick, when he got in the dunk contest, he was in the league. He started in the G League, but he got called up to the Heat, and then they put him
already in the league. Derrick Jones.
That's what I just said.
Why would you say that, though? My point is, Mac McClung's the only motherfucker that was not in the league and then was in the dunk
I'm agreeing with you. My point was...
He got brought up for the dunk contest.
That's what I'm... Okay, I'll say it one more time. I said...
What? But I'm saying you fucking up Derrick Jones' name. Derrick Jones is an NBA player.
I said Derrick Jones.
He's an NBA player.
Yes.
I'm saying you spoke on his name like he was down here.
I said he started in the G League. He got called up to the Heat, and that was when he got to be in the dunk contest.
That's regular.
But that's
how this shit goes.
I'm just putting icing on your point. That's my point. He was a crazy dunker in the G League.
That's how it goes, though.
As I'm saying, I'm agreeing with you.
Mac McClung is opposite. He was in the G League, got invited to the dunk contest, and you go, who the hell is Mac?
That's what I'm saying. Mac McClung didn't do that. That's my point. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
There was no need to say Derrick Jones. Now people are like, wait, what?
I was trying to show the process. He went through here and he moved up.
For you to say it because I'm saying he's the only one. So once you throw that name,
I was trying to bring an example.
Confused by that dude did it.
I was trying to bring an example of someone who started there, went up the right way, and then went in. Because the NBA never did that before. There's no one else in the history of ever being in the dunk contest in the G League. It's never happened.
He was on the list before he ever got brought up. That's the point.
They just liked his viral videos and they wanted people to watch. It's like you said, it's about bringing, viewers in. He's the Vince Staples of the NBA. They just brought him in and said, hey, we want people to watch this.
Let's do some advice.
So real quick before we get to the advice, shout out to our sponsor of the show, Julo, julo.shop, Black-owned business, premium Black-owned brands. If you have anything you need from food to writing supplies, maybe you want to write some jokes and be the next Vince Staples, quote unquote, you can go to Julo, buy some notebooks, pens, pencils, all owned by Black-owned businesses and Black-owned brands. And to celebrate Women's History Month, which we're in right now, you can go on Julo right now. Use the name Avery to get 5% off of your order at julo.shop. Thank you very much for supporting us, Julo, and go and buy and support the podcast by doing that and support Black-owned brands. So what we like to do on the show, we give advice to people. Are you, Phil, do you have any kind of degrees in advice or anything?
Let's be speedy with these.
Okay. Yeah. So we help people out in a comedic way, and we're just going to do one question right now because we're kind of low on time, and Phil's about to kick me out of his penthouse. First question, should I tell my sister who's letting me and my wife live with her that her elementary-age children are useless and entitled? My wife and I are staying with my sister and her family for a while because our house is being renovated. While staying with them, we've witnessed how they do things, and I have a serious issue with how my sister is raising her children who are 10 and 7. They're nice kids, but they're useless. My sister and I grew up on a farm, and by their age, we were competent in taking care of ourselves. We also had barn chores after school. Her children don't do anything to help the family at home. They don't make their own beds. They don't put their lunches together, and they only take care of the dog when an adult reminds them. I strongly feel that she's raising them to be useless, entitled people. I believe it might be my duty as her older brother to be honest about this. My wife disagrees. We just wanted to run this past you. What do you think? Should they say that to the girl, like you're raising your children to be useless? Really?
Yeah, that's an adult conversation, I think. But also, you should expect children to be kind of lazy and offbeat.
Yeah, my son.
It's the child. It's not gonna feed the dog and clean it on time. Are you reminding them?
Yeah.
How I would have to know more, like how old are these kids? Because
10 and 7. 10 and 7.
10 and 7, yeah. The 10-year-old, I would let the 7-year-old slack, but the 10-year-old, hey, you damn near grown now, little homie. You got to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm not about to say...
talk to the parents definitely about it, but I like that she respected the levels of communication of, let me talk to them.
Not to the kids.
Their parents. I won't tell the kids that. You don't need to be saying negative shit to children.
I respect that.
That aren't yours.
As a parent myself, I do not want anybody to say anything to me about my kids, period. I don't...
Well, they have to talk to you first.
But I'm saying, for me, I wouldn't want nobody... Only my mother or grandmother, older generation. I don't want nobody coming to me and say, yo, your kid's this. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I know my kids better than you do. And
it can be very personal.
It gets a little weird, but I will say about getting your kid, like, not being entitled to work on things. Yeah, it's important. Like I'm on my son's behind every day about
that responsibility. Like, yo, this is your job,
bro. God, I love my son, but man, I was washing his clothes and I have my hand full of shit, and I'm just like, what is going on here? Oh, I had to use the bathroom. I'm like, did you wipe? Yes. I'm like, clearly you didn't, because why am I seeing this? Try not to get mad about it because I'm
gotta make a 52 series TikTok about it.
I gotta teach him how to wipe, man. Like I showed you like 10 times. I gotta have a class.
Freddie Gibbs, show him the picture. A chart of Freddie Gibbs.
Son. Yeah, now you wipe.
See how he's clean?
Man.
Gotta be that clean.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Freddie Gibbs
that out of my head. Wow.
How to wipe clean. But no, yeah, and I mean, maybe try motivating them. Do you reward your son, like pay him or allowance?
Pay him. He don't care about money. He don't know what money is yet.
Okay.
But
well, that's what I'm saying.
I let him play video games, but you can reward your kids for doing their chores. That's how you get them.
10-year-old would know something.
Candy, video games, and other things like that. But I don't think you should talk. Mind your business. Just stay out of it, because
no talk.
You think they should talk
to the parents of like, hey, they need to help us. You moved in their space.
Yeah,
that's
true.
important.
I mean, the kids of this generation are entitled because everything is easier for them, Phil. Everything's on the internet.
Be a little tighter when you living in someone else's space.
The generation is easier because there's less work for them to do to get things.
We know, but I'm just saying, you don't want to have to clean up after a kid that ain't yours.
That's fair.
So,
take it what you
do. One more and let's wrap the hell up.
I don't think we can do one. We're out. I think we're out. He was just funny. How we doing? We do one more? Yeah, see, I told you.
Wrap it up? All right. Yeah, I can't see his face. Oh, what time is it? Oh, 45. Hey, we're 5.
Thank you so much for watching and joining us. We'll be back here next week, every week, here in the Penthouse at WTF Media Studios. My name is Avery Mason, and that is Phil Hunt. If you want to follow the podcast at I Don't Know Though Pod on Instagram, please check out our show. It's on YouTube as well. Like, share, subscribe, comment. We know you're watching. We can see the views. Comment and tell your friends. And check us out. Social media, Avery Mason Official. How can they follow you, Phil?
I am Phil Hunt.
Will you spell it for them?
You see JFL just crashed? It went bankrupt.
Are you serious?
Replaced by Reesa Teesa.
Oh, my God. Well,
follow me at I am Phil Hunt. Follow the pod at I Don't Know Though Pod on all social media. We out.